This is episode 4 of the Investors Podcast.
Broadcasting from Bel Air, Maryland, this is the Investors Podcast. They'll take complex things and make them seem insanely simple. They make your boring drive to work feel exhilarating. They give you actionable investing strategies. Your host, Preston Pish and Stig Broderson.
Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Preston Pish, and I'm your host for the Investors Podcast. And today, I'm accompanied by my co-host, Stig Broderson, and we have a special guest, Hari Ramachandra. So, Hari, let's go ahead and just kick this thing off. Give us a quick introduction of who you are. And before we do that, Hari, I just want to open up and tell everybody how we know each other here. Last May, whenever I was at the Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting, I was in the airport getting ready to fly out of Omaha, and I bumped into this gentleman, Hari Ramachandra, and him and I were starting to chat. He was wearing a LinkedIn jacket, and I was asking him about his background, and he's an executive over at LinkedIn and was with the company at the start of whenever they first launched. And so Hari and I just kind of kicked it off and just started talking there in the airport, and it turns out that we had a lot of interest in common, and we've just kind of stayed in contact over email since that time. And so recently, Hari went to a shareholders meeting for a individual by the name of Mohnish Pabrai. And Mohnish is a follower of value investing, particularly the same type of investing that Warren Buffett does. And so Hari went out to his shareholders meeting, and what we're going to discuss in this episode is what Hari's experience was like whenever he was at that shareholders meeting. So Hari, go ahead and tell us about yourself, and we'll just start right there.
Thank you, Preston. Thank you for having me on the show. It's fun to be talking to you guys both today. As you said, we met in Berkshire Hathaway shareholders meeting. In fact, while we were just heading back home. To answer your question, as you mentioned, I've been in the software industry for past 15 years, and I work at LinkedIn. But the way I got introduced to stock market was early in my career. I got some stock options, and I had no idea what to do. And I saw everybody around me trading. Software engineers are not great investors, by the way. They're brilliant folks, but they're not usually great investors. And most of the time, we try to, or we at least kid ourselves that some skills are portable. So we think that we are good at coding, so we are good at investing as well.